Welcome to the social circle where creators come together to turn ideas into impact and goals into a reality. I'm Candace, and this is
Jennifer. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Thank you so much for joining us wherever you are in the world today. It is going to be a really great episode, and I'm super pumped about who we have as a guest speaker. I know Candace is very excited about this person as well, and I really hope that you guys stick around for the whole episode. This is going to be a two-parter. I'm just going to say that right now because it is
yeah.
going to be fire. This is going to be a very, very beneficial and helpful episode that we're going to end up making it into two. So check back in next week as well. And we are excited to bring on our guest speaker.
Yes, today we have a social sit down, and I met this individual, less than 2 months ago. I've been on my Amazon journey, right? You guys have heard me and Jennifer discuss it a few times throughout the pod, and I happened upon a software, right? We're always trying to find ways to make things faster, cheaper, easier, especially in content creation, because there's so many steps that we have to do to be omnipresent and all over the World Wide Web. So I was lucky enough to stumble into a friendship with Trevin Peterson, and he'll be joining us today. He is an 8-figure Amazon FBA seller, six-figure Amazon influencer. Okay. So
That
if
is awesome.
you if you have been wanting to start Amazon, or if you're doing Amazon and you want to hear some tips, make sure that you stick around because we are so excited to have him here today.
Yo, this is like
Boom.
I'm super in awe of everything you've accomplished.
We're
We
we
are
we're
dying
old
to get
ladies
there.
compared to you over here, sir. Like, we're old ladies over here, and we are thoroughly impressed and
Very much so.
respect the heck out of you for just everything that you've done and accomplished.
Where when you were getting started, what was your inspiration and, how did you get from here to, from there to here?
Yeah, how'd you start?
I appreciate all the praise. I feel like I have a long way to go. I'm not perfect. I still feel like I'm living under my potential, but it's been a great journey. And basically how things started was when I was 8, 10 years old. I always had a drive for making money and building businesses. So I had a poop cleaning business. That was my first ever business.
That is awesome.
Um, I would hand out flyers and I would go pick up dog poop. And what's crazy is like there's businesses that do that, like it's a subscription service, and they're making like a half a million a year. Like
Oh,
it's
that's big
crazy.
here in
Just
Florida.
just
It's
doing
My
that.
big.
neighbor has that service. My
Yeah.
husband hates on it. He's like, those people are so lazy. That homeowner never cleans up the poo, always
But
have a
I,
service. I'm like, that's brilliant business writing, though.
but
You
for
have a
you, it's
business.
really brilliant because there's snow. And that's the
Yeah.
worst, to pick up dog poop with snow.
So
Like,
yeah, so that's how it started, and then I
That's
did
awesome.
garbage can cleaning, then I did lawn mowing, and then when I wanted to get something, when I was growing up, the iPhone was like just barely coming out, and I was like, I want
Gotta
this.
have it.
And my mom and dad were like, we're not buying that for you. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go get a job. And so I went
I
out and
love
got a
it.
job and I bought my own iPhone. And so it was one of those things where it was like, if there was a problem or if I wanted something, I just kind of got creative and I was like, well, how do I get this outcome? And
But
then
that it sounds like that was something that was instilled in you from
Yeah.
your family.
I mean, my dad very much so is a problem solver. Anytime there's an issue, I mean, I call him. He is the fix it all, and we call him Beepaw the Builder. Beepaw is his
That
name.
is
It's like
awesome.
Bob the Builder. But that's him. Like he's just
That is
always
awesome.
fixing things. And so definitely he's instilled that into me. And I remember also getting like dollar bills, and I'd get home and I'd iron them on the ironing board and I'd like them nice and crisp, and
Good
I
for
was 10,
you.
12 years old. And
Well, there
so
you
then fast forward to when I started going to college, I ended up getting married super young. I was 20 years old, my wife was 19, and I had no idea what I was getting myself into. Looking back on it, if I knew what I know now, I probably wouldn't have gotten married. But I'm so glad that I did because it put me in a mindset of like, well, I now have to provide for not just me, but now my wife. I have
Mm.
bills, I have utility payments, I've got internet, like I have all these bills, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? And so that's when I was like, well, I got to do this, I got to do this, and it just kind of threw me into life way like at an early stage of like, well, I got to figure it out. And I always had in the back of my mind, like, I wanted to start a business. And so then I just started trying different things. And I've tried every single like make money online side hustle type business possible. And it was
Hi,
just kind of
friend.
trial
My
and
name's
error.
Candace. So have I.
Yeah, like it was just trial and error. Just try this, try that, try this, a little bit of success here, some success here, failure here, and it just slowly started to compound where I started building these skill sets that I'm like, wait, like I have like a really good skill set that I can basically do like anything that I want now. So now when a new opportunity comes, well, I can just go all in and I don't have to think about it for days or months or years like most
Right.
people do.
Or
And
research
so
it. And yeah, because you've
exactly. So like
already lived it.
when the
Yes.
influencer program came about, it was like, well, I'm going 100% all in. I'm going to prove it out. If it works, great. Let's keep going. If it doesn't, well, on to the next. Like I have other things. And so that's kind of how I found the influencer program is as soon as I hear about a make money online opportunity, I feel like the average person's response is, oh, it's a scam. Oh,
Yep.
it's too good to be true.
Yes.
Oh, no, it doesn't work. But my mindset is, well, I want to see if it works for myself because if it does work, well, you can hit gold. And if it doesn't, well, then who cares? Like I lost 10 hours of my time. And with all
Yeah.
the skill sets that I have, it takes 10, 20 hours to kind of get something going. And then very quickly I can know, okay, is there some traction or not? And if there isn't, then
Right.
you just kind of move on. So that's kind of how I guess my brain has been wired since day one.
Yeah. I
That's
love
amazing.
all of that. I love all of that because that, I mean, you're speaking my language. That's been my husband Charlie and I, like the last 3 years, we've just been trying everything, you name it. And we've tried it just because at the end of the day, because we're coaches, right? We coach people, we help people get there faster than we did. Like that's our whole purpose is helping people understand this stuff faster than we did and actually being able to help them because again, that was our biggest problem was having questions that people couldn't answer.
Yes.
So we just jumped into it. Jennifer, me, my husband, like we just the last 3 years, we've been learning, learning, learning. And that is so true what you said about people automatically want to call it a scam. And I think that's because they either failed at something and they don't want to be burned,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or they just have this mindset that, what do you call it, Jennifer? The employee mindset,
Right, right.
like
You put
getting
in
the
so much
paycheck every week.
hours, you expect so much pay immediately.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about what you have learned at such a young age. Kudos to your family, kudos to your parents teaching you everything that they did.
Thank you.
And then taking what you've learned from them and turned it into what you have today. And I think that is so amazing. And we talk a lot about mindset because I have come from the background of, you have to work hard to make the money and you have to work for the 40 years, 60 years, whatever you're going to be working in order to make that dollar. I am trying to teach my own children, 7 and 4 right now, just how you were taught, I think is amazing, right? Go out and
Mhm.
get what you want. Don't rely on somebody else for that income. And I think those are amazing things to kind of pass on to the next generation. And through, teaching those things, we also have to learn how to do it for ourselves. And a lot of the creators that follow us are either brand new in the space. They have that original mindset of, well, I can't do it,
Imposter
unless
syndrome.
it's going
Yeah.
to start to pay me back right away. They don't think unfortunately that there
Long
is
game.
that return in the future. It's a long-term thing. Like we are always saying if you're here for that flash in the pan quick business payoff, we are not it. We are not here
We're
to help
not
you
your
with that.
girls. We're not your
we
girls.
we want to help you have that long-term stable business that will produce that income that you're dying to have, but also with that caveat, it does take that effort, the work. You have to treat it like it's a 9 to 5. And I know Candace, you're over there and this is your 9 to 5.
All day,
And
every
and
day.
I'll chime in on that because people expect to get these massive results with little to no effort.
Mhm.
And that's
Beginner
just not
thought.
it's just not realistic at all.
No.
And people will be like, "Oh, well, Trevin does this and like he doesn't work," or I've had so many people are like, "Do you even work?" Like people, and I'm like, if you knew how much I worked, you probably wouldn't want to be in my shoes
Right,
because I'm
exactly.
working
Right. It's
nonstop.
insane. I think
And
people
That's
don't
so true.
understand that. They don't live in that life yet. And so it's very hard to get their minds around that concept. And I know how hard you work, boy. You've done a
Yeah.
lot of hard work.
Yeah.
and it's good. Like for me, like I don't even consider it work because I love every second of it.
And
When I
that's
had a
the
9 to 5 job, when I was
That's it.
working construction, I woke up in the morning dreading the
go
second I
home.
woke up, and it was just looking at my watch of like, hey, when's lunch? When's
Mhm.
this? Oh, it's only 2 o'clock. I've got 3 more out. Like it was a
Preach.
constant this, and now I'll be down here right in this chair that I'm sitting in, and it's 6 o'clock, and I'm like, my wife's calling me. Like, what are you doing? I don't know. I'm working,
I
and
can
like the
do
time
like
just
10
goes.
other things today.
Yeah.
That's
So
me. That's me.
it's just enjoyable. It's fun, and that's I think the key to it is if you can find fulfillment and joy. That's one of my biggest things that my dad taught us growing up is if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. And
Oh,
that has
amen.
Boy.
been ingrained in my brother and I's mind
Yeah.
since, I mean, we were babies. And if you have followed our pages or what we do, that's all we're trying to do is just have a good time. And obviously, like work is part of that, but like we'll do the craziest things. And my brother is on a whole nother level of doing crazy stuff.
Yes.
But like
Your
it's just
brother,
that's
Cade,
fun of
shout
it.
out to Cade
Yep.
Peterson, right? And we'll
Yep.
put both of your links down in the show notes so everybody can check you guys out as well. But yeah,
Anyway, so yeah, having fun is part of the process as well.
has to. Let me go back really quick because you are an Amazon seller and an Amazon influencer, correct?
Correct.
So tell me how that works. Tell us how that works.
So that's actually how I started was selling on Amazon. That was like my aha moment after trying every single side hustle. This was back in 2017. Every single side hustle possible, 2016, 2017, just trying it all. And this was kind of in the early stages of like Facebook ads and growing
Mm,
Instagram pages. TikTok wasn't even around. Building a YouTube channel was kind of like, yeah, is this actually possible? So,
mhm,
anyways, I was trying all these things, and then I came across Amazon FBA, and I was like, oh, this like makes sense. And I just kind of went all in, and I had a lot of success with it, and I still do. Like that's basically what pays the bills is my
mhm,
my Amazon FBA brands. And so I built those up. I've been selling on Amazon for 8 years, and it's a really cool model where I buy inventory, I send it to Amazon, and then Amazon does the fulfillment. And
mhm,
as I was kind of doing that process, I started seeing videos show up on my product listings, and I'm like, what are these videos? And I'm like, okay, this person's like talking about it. Like, why are they talking about my product? And then I started seeing people talk about the other
mhm.
side on the internet of like, oh, you can just take your phone and review videos and get paid. And I'm like, well, what is this? And I kind of put the two together and I was like, wait, it's this influence program. And if you make video reviews, it gets shown on my listing. And then if somebody watches that video and buys the product, they get a commission, but the commission doesn't come out of my pocket. And I'm like,
Mhm.
this is incredible. Like, let's go. And it does kind of come out of my pocket, the referral fee that I'm paying Amazon. So as an Amazon seller, there's a flat referral fee of 15%, which is a
Mm,
heavy fee, but it's just part of being on the platform. And so part of the 2 to 4% commissions that goes to the influencer is just basically taken out of that referral fee. So it's nothing in addition. Now, creator connections, on the other hand, that is where it does come out of the seller's pocket. But again, taking a step back, I saw that videos were showing up on my list and I was like, okay, I'm going to try this. Like, I want to see if this actually works. And then that's when I kind of dove into the influencer program and I was like, this is incredible. And then I got my brother involved. I got my
yeah,
sister involved, my brother-in-law, and within 4 months, they quit their 9 to 5 jobs.
that's awesome.
My both my sister-in-laws do this full time. Like our entire family just got into it, and I'm like, this is insane. Like, what is happening? And then that's when I was like, there's got to be a better, easier way to do it. And then that's when Viral View was born. Of just
Dun,
like
dun, dun, dun.
we need this.
Yeah.
My review
Solve
is
the problem.
amazing.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. So since you brought up Viral View, which I love, of course, let's talk about what is Viral View? So our audience, we've got a lot of, like Jennifer said, not beginners that are kind of in their beginner piece of their journey, trying the side hustles to see which one works, see which one they enjoy, right?
Yeah.
So, what is Viral View for basic, like
Yeah, I mean, it
non-influencers?
was born out of the necessity of making my life easier. It was a
Amen.
selfish decision of how can I make this process easier for me, my brother, and my family.
Yeah.
Smarter,
And
not
that
harder.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's literally all it was, and then it turned into like, okay, we can do this, we can do that, and then we started like, oh, well, I think if we want this, like, I think everyone else would want it, and so that's when we had the idea of like, okay, if we can help influencers find products, make better decisions, save time, not
Mm,
have to click 10 million different times on 10 million different browsers and doing this in spreadsheets over here and just trying to manage it all with it was just kind of chaotic. And so
mhm.
we just kind of bring everything into one place for you to be able to manage your influencer business. So it's kind of a one-stop shop where you can literally get everything done from product research to optimization to automation to scaling outside of the influencer program with a new feature with deep linking, so that helps with affiliates. Like there's a lot of different kind of
Mm.
elements to it, but yeah, in short, we're gonna help you save time and make more money.
Amen.
That
That
is
and it's so
brilliant.
true. It's so true. I
Yeah.
mean, I was on Amazon. I mean, we've been on Amazon for like 3 years, but I started to really push, what was that? Beginning of September, Jennifer, right? I started to
Oh,
really I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do this piece because a lot of people are asking how to do it." And
yeah.
you're so right. There are so many different things. Like you see these short little videos like, "Oh, all you have to do is film products from around your house and you'll make money." Okay,
Got
cool.
it.
Yeah.
So much
Yeah,
more.
that's one step. But like or maybe two if you filmed, but like there is so much. And just I mean, gosh, I've only been with Viral View for like 6 weeks. I went from like taking hours to from the start, right? Find the product, film the video, edit the video, upload it to Amazon, upload it to YouTube, put in the caption, put in the product, which by the way, may not even like help me if I put the wrong product or not the entire if there's 18 different colors of the product, you don't get paid for all of those if you don't do it correctly. There's so many moving pieces. And I think we've had Viral View, you've had maybe 2 or 3 updates just since I joined, and every single time it's like a time saver. It's crazy to me, but this makes sense because you've seen it from this side. Like, you've seen it from all the sides with the seller, with the influencer, with a content creator on your socials, you've heard from your siblings what they're frustrated about, and it's the program is just so it has everything. I was telling you guys that I'm in love with them, Jennifer, because they're the time. And you know me, I am 44 years old and I do not have time. Like
Isn't it
I
Alex
need
Hormozy who said to sell people something that saves them time? And that's where your biggest sales come from, right? Something along
huge,
those lines.
huge. And for me, that's all I need is something that
Yeah,
saves me time.
same.
And I've made 3 big investments, like, in this business, that's a reoccurring subscription. Viral View is one of them because I mean, when you pop off some money every month, it's not like 500 bucks, guys, relax. It's less than 100, calm down. You can get it for free too if you want. But it's something that is at the end of the day, in the long term, it's the best investment to make in your business when you could save time and consolidate information in one place. My
I
88.
think that's another thing that beginners struggle to understand at the very beginning is they're scared to make these investments into themselves and into their businesses that it like from my mind, like with what I know, I think this is the smallest like investment that you could possibly make. Like, but
For the
again, I've
value,
been doing it for
Oh,
eight
yeah.
plus years.
I,
And
I
the
100% agree with you for the value for
Yeah.
what you get. Absolutely. I pay double and twice on Sunday, knowing what I know now.
and that's the hardest thing is people don't know what they don't know.
Right.
And so as a beginner, if you guys are watching this, I'm not saying to just go like this is more of a general business advice. Like there's a lot of things that you can do to save you way more time than you can even imagine. And
Mhm.
how I look at it is if you let's just say you make $10 an hour, like $10 an hour, like below minimum wage, basically, and you can save an hour a day.
Mhm.
Well, that's 30 hours a week. That's
Yep.
$3,000 a month that you can save, that you
Yep.
just bought your time back by adding this one software or adding this new automation or whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
or improving your systems. Like just doing that one little thing, like if you can think from that kind of frame and mindset, like that's where you'll start to be like, no, I'm willing to invest into this. And for me, I've invested hundreds of thousands into just me alone and also into my businesses. And like that's how you develop these skill sets. That's how you become
Mhm.
invincible no matter what the market's doing, no matter what's changing. And that's another thing is people are scared of change and they
Oh yeah.
hear one little thing of like, oh, something's changing here, and then it's all basically hell breaks loose. And it's like for me,
Yeah.
that's the time
Oh.
to capitalize. That's the time
Yep.
where there's blood in the water and I'm ready to go in and pounce and I'm ready to take action. Like I like when things are kind of messy because
Yeah.
that's opportunity. And again, the beginner, they don't like the instability. They
The
like it to be a
unknown.
little bit more, yeah, the unknown.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
for me, like the longer you're in the game, the more you're like, no, I want that back because that's when
Mhm.
there's more opportunity.
And you're so
Yeah.
right too, because I've learned over the last several years of doing what I'm doing here, where because originally my beginner stages were I don't know how to get over the fear of my job finding out that I am doing all of that I'm doing with the learning, taking my time on my lunch breaks, the before and the after work hours and the kid hours and all that stuff. That was a huge fear for me from that employee mindset. And how do I get past that? And it just through time and doing, having to take the actions and making those choices that they seemed so huge at the time. And to this day, I always think about that. And I'm like, coming from where I was to where I am right now, I have made huge leaps and bounds. I know Candace tells me that a lot. And I think you're so right, too, is that people just get so afraid of the unknown, of that fear of, I don't know if it's worth that investment, but it sounds amazing already. Like I'm super pumped for what Viral View will do for people because from what I've been doing with my journey on creating content and trying to coach people on how to do that, it all of the systems help. They just help tremendously. And the fact that you've just
Mhm.
taken another system that is combined a lot of other things
Mm.
essentially and turned it into one very useful, magnanimous product. I think that's amazing for what you've done. And I want to say thank you
Yeah.
because I know it's going to be so helpful for what we're trying to accomplish and hopefully
Mhm.
what our followers will be accomplishing as well.
I mean, that's at the end of the day, that's what gets my brother and I up in the morning. Like we're so excited because it's truly something where it may sound simple and small, but like the impact and the stories that we're hearing, like that's what is that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Like yes, the money is great, but like if you can impact and change people's life, like the money will follow eventually. I don't know when. Eventually it will come. And that's the fun
I love
thing
that.
about like building businesses. For me,
Yeah.
the monetary aspect like is great. It's always fun to go enjoy a vacation or enjoy a new car or a new house. But like for me, the building process
Mhm.
is almost more fun than like the paycheck.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
as an entrepreneur, that's kind of you just got to be in love with that process. And as you do that, again, money is important. Like you have to have money to live.
Of course.
And I know that there's people who are like, oh, well, who cares? It's like, no, you have to care about money. But if that is your main focus of everything that you're doing, you're
Mhm.
going to act in a very different manner. And the way that you're caring about your day to day is so much different. And I know for me in my short like 8-year journey, when I have a scarcity mindset or when I'm like, that's too much or I can't do this and like I'm stressed or I'm worried about money, like that's when I do have money problems. But when I
Mm.
think a little bit bigger and when I'm not as focused on money, 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 that's when things are like, this makes sense. Like things are clicking. And so I know it sounds crazy, but those are
No, it
just a
does
few
not.
things that have been like over the years have made all the difference in my businesses.
I think
That
that that is so motivational.
I was gonna say, goes back to mindset, doesn't it?
It does. No, it
We
really
talk
does
about mindset
all the
all
time.
the time. We start with mindset in the social circle because that is so important. It's so important because you come into this not thinking that you can do it. You feel like an imposter. You
Yeah.
see somebody that tell me what you always say, Jennifer, they're on
Oh,
step.
they're on their yeah, they're on their step 1,000 and you're on day 1. Stop comparing yourselves, guys, because it is not gonna feel good. It is going to keep you stuck for a very long time. It's hard to look past. I will be very honest. It is very hard to look over here at Trevin and say, "Oh my god, he's done 8 years of this already and I'm just starting today," or "I just started 3 years ago. I'm so far behind." You're not far behind. You just have to step into what you are learning right now. Because, like you said, Trev, you don't know what you don't know. And I know that's what I was told when I was getting started. And I'm like, oh, light bulb. I really don't know what I don't know. And so I became hungry actually for that creativity learning expedition. I was like, I have to understand this because now it's making so much sense. And I think that's, something that a lot of people whatever is going on in their life, they just kind of overlook that or maybe don't even think about it. And I love that you're bringing that up because again, that is one of the foundational pieces that we share inside of our community when we're trying to help somebody get to their level that they want to get to. And I love that you've pointed that out. And I want to bring up a small anecdote. I'm a Lego fanatic. I love building Legos. And you were saying
Nerd.
that you were saying that part about it's the money will come and the thing that was exciting for you was the building of everything that you've been building. And for me, I'm like, dude, I love seeing my Harry Potter Lego house when it gets completed. But I also love the building of the pieces individually, step by step, page by page through the book.
Yep.
It is such a great comparison to, waiting out that long game concept because
Mhm.
eventually you will get the major reward. The payoff will come. You guys just have to have the patience. And unfortunately, it's mindset.
And
Yeah.
that's so true.
Go
You
ahead.
you mentioned Alex Hormozy a little bit ago. He started his journey around the same time as me. And that
Okay.
guy's worth like $1 billion.
Yes,
And it's like if I'm over here being like, "Oh, poor me and I'm terrible and I'm just an awful person," that's gonna get me nowhere. It's
totally.
yeah, the comparison game, it took me, I would say, probably 2 years to stop comparing myself. Like, I would say that's probably for me, that was the
Average.
hardest thing of like, why am I not as successful as this person? Or I've been doing this for this long and this person's been doing it for this long and look at them. They're making way more than me.
Yep.
And I have dozens of stories of friends that have started well after me that have blown up way bigger than me. And I'm like, I'm happy for them. And
Yeah.
if I sit there and I'm, oh, poor me and all this, like it's gonna get you absolutely nowhere. So
Right.
that's one thing that I also say is don't compare your day one to my day 3,000 because
Yep.
that's just the reality is everyone starts from day one. And it's just, yes, step by step.
And
So
everybody's journey is gonna be different.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's journey is going to be different. Jennifer and I are both moms. I'm a little bit older than her. Sh- we're married. Like we have lives. I This is what I do full time. She also works, has a 9 to 5, and does content in all of the pod and all of this. So same end game. Like our end game is to
Mhm.
take care of our family so that nobody has to work. right?
Mhm.
So that we can build businesses and our kids can take them and they can learn and they can grow. And like our goals are the same at the end of the day, but our paths are very different. And I think that's the thing that people forget or just overlook is like, yeah, I love Shannon McKinstry. Like, we all like
Very
we talk
awesome
about
short
Shannon
form
McKinstry.
creator.
I love Shannon McKinstry. I love Adley, but like I'm not them.
Mhm.
They have different journeys. Could I be as good as them? Absolutely. But I've got a different journey and I've got to get there. Like so and just the people that don't think about that, the people that let that go are the people that are successful. The ones that constantly think about that and comparisonitis and imposter syndrome and I'm never going to be able to do this or I'm not good enough, those are the people that give up.
Mhm.
And I mean, in 8 years, I'm sure you've seen people come and go in the space. I know we have in 3.
I mean, even family members of mine. It's crazy. Like I tell them, "Hey, like get going." They start making good money. They're making like 3, 4 grand a month, like crushing it. And they had like a couple hundred videos, like not doing much, and then all of a sudden they have one bad month where instead
Mm.
of making 3 to 4 grand, they make 2 grand and they're like, "Oh, it doesn't work. I'm moving on."
Oh,
And I'm
no.
like, "What?" And then 6 months go by and then they see my sister quit her 9 to 5 job.
Yep.
They started a bounce house company because they got so many bounce houses sent to them. Like they just exploded where they were making 5 figures a month. And then my other family members like,
Wow.
"Wait, this actually works? Like you're still doing this?" And it's like, "Well, yeah." And then they're like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna get back onto the train and do it
Yeah.
again." And then
Well,
and then they go and then they go for 2 months and then they don't get what they want, which I don't know what they want.
Yeah.
What were
Maybe
you
just $1
looking
million
for?
in their bank account. I don't know. But since they didn't get that $1 million in the bank account, oh, I'm
Done.
gonna give up. And I've seen that cycle over and over and over of family members, friends, people in the community. Like it's unfortunate to see that happen because it's like if you can just stick it out and just be
Yeah.
consistent, like you will get rewarded. But too many people just give up way too early, and
Yeah. Very
that's
true.
that's why they fail. And it's not even that they fail; they just quit.
They quit, right.
Yeah.
And that is failure. That is the only way to fail,
Is if you quit.
is to
Exactly.
Yeah.
quit.
Yep.
Because there's so many options. There's so many options, and we don't all have to do the same dang thing, right? We don't. I do want to ask you, how many users does Viral View have right now?
So we have downloaded on the Chrome store over 4,500.
Okay,
Amazing.
cool. Which
That's
I
huge.
think is small.
And I would agree.
Small. Yeah.
I think it's
But it's
crazy. No, because I think it's ridiculous because if people got in there and spent some time, there'd be
oh,
so
it's
many more
coming.
people.
It's
It,
So
going
it's
many
a
more
in
it's a
people.
it's a
2026.
new space. So like when we started
Yeah.
2 years ago, I can't tell you how many people are like, "Why would I ever pay for a software? That's the
Oh,
stupidest thing I've ever heard."
Right.
And I'm like, "Okay, like that's totally fine."
Then
And I
ManyChat
feel
blew
like
up.
it's slowly starting to shift of
Yeah.
like, no, if you're gonna do this business, like the influence program, there's not really much
right.
investment at all. The businesses that I come from are investing tens of thousands of dollars into just softwares alone. I'm
Mhm.
spending like 2 to 3 grand a month in softwares to
Right.
manage my businesses.
Mhm.
And then that also doesn't include the inventory, the
Mhm.
employees, the warehouses. The list goes on of like all these different expenses. And so when I look at this business of like, all you need is a phone, which every single person in the US that's over, I would say 16 years old probably has a phone.
Yeah.
That's just kind of where we're at in today's day and age. And
Mhm.
if you live in the US, you have internet. There you go. So you have the phone and the internet. Well, then from
Yep.
there, you just have products around you and you can make review videos and you have a business that can make you money literally overnight. There's no business that allows you to do that. And
Nope.
so then when you throw in a tiny small expense of like, oh, you need to maybe get a new lav mic to improve your sound quality. Well, you can get that for like $50.
or you can just go on Viral Vue and message the brand through
And get it
Creator
for free.
Connections and get 5 of them.
And so like when I look at it, I'm like, okay, to run and operate your business, call it $70 a month. That's unheard of. I don't know
Yeah.
what business you can run basically on $70 a month. That to me is like unheard of.
Yep.
And so yeah, it was interesting to kind of see that slowly shift, and people are slowly starting to realize. And then also what I'm starting to find out is there's just not very many people that have products and services in the influencer space and the Amazon affiliate space as well. Like it's just I don't know why there's not as many tools to help creators. And so, yeah, we're kind of pioneering it a little bit. And as time goes on, I'm sure more and more people will start to be
Oh,
like, okay, like I understand. But it is funny to hear like that's the one biggest thing of like, that's the biggest waste of money. That's so expensive. And I just kind of sit there. I'm like, it's totally fine. Like I'm not bending your arm and leg
Yeah.
to purchase. Like if you don't
right.
want to purchase, then don't purchase.
Right.
But what I do know is we have thousands of users and several of users that were paying virtual assistants thousands of dollars per month to do one task that Viral View will do for $70 a month.
That's
And
awesome.
and so like if you can see the power behind it, then that's when it's like, okay, it does make sense.
And I mean, that's what I did. I got the free version because, I'm testing. I
Test it.
test different things. Test, 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 test. And I mean, I think I had it a week, and I purchased because yes, the free version is good. It gives me the data, it gives me the information, but having the ability to just have everything in one place and being able to message brands. And then if I wanted to purchase more messages every month or every day, actually, it comes in every day, but you pay for it every month, right? If I wanted to purchase more, I could. If I'm having like, I'm getting a lot of things and I need to slow it down, I don't have to maybe buy as many next time if I
Yeah, I
wanted
mean,
to.
there's no commitment. It's
Yeah.
you can we're not a cell phone company, and these like, gym memberships are the worst, man.
Yeah.
I subscribe to a gym membership and I try to cancel, and it's like they try to suck your money for
Yeah,
six
they
months
do.
before they even
Car
let you
washes.
cancel. I'm like, what was that?
Car washes are like that.
Oh,
It's
yes.
crazy.
Like
Like
with
I'm
the little
like,
car.
this should be illegal to make it this difficult to cancel things and to change your subscription.
But they're
Phone
raking in
bills
that
as
money,
well.
so nobody
Oh,
has those.
exactly. I mean,
Yep.
they're making a lot more than I am, so I'm just hating because I'm not at their level. Is basically what's the reality.
I feel like next year is going to be a huge year for Viral View.
It's
Just
gonna blow
again,
up. Yeah.
again, only I've only been on with the program for 6 weeks, but there's been updates and new things that save me time, like 3 times.
We
And
have a
again,
list
goes
of
back to
probably a
time.
hundred ideas that are all in the works. And so yes, we're as a company, we are just getting started with the features and what we're rolling out. And we're slowly starting to build out a team. I mean, we're still super small and bootstrapping everything. But yeah, as more people find out, the more that we're able to then reinvest into
Hmm.
the team and more tools and more features. And so I would say in the next like 2 months, I mean, we're going to be rolling out a new feature once every 2 weeks. It's just nonstop because there's
Yeah.
literally like endless ideas and endless ways to systematize and improve things. And so we're really excited about it.
I'm
And
looking
that's
forward to what's coming up. I know that.
that's again going back to that's why it's so good that you have that full perspective, because you can really like look at it and say, well, this would be easier, and you're smart and you have the investment money, all of that. I just I'm glad that I found Viral View when I did, because
Definitely.
soon, like, I'm gonna get on a Zoom with you and there's gonna be like 500 people and I'm gonna have my hand raised for like 30 minutes. I feel like Viral View is getting ready to blow
Oh,
up. And that's
it's
why I
just
told Jennifer
amazing.
we
Yeah.
had to have you on here, because this tool for our audience, for influencers, for content creators, people using TikTok Shop, all of that,
Yeah.
Viral View can help with. It's a great, and it's the best investment. I've made besides our repurpose IO, which got us monetized on 2 YouTube channels. I do love that, but
Yep.
this is the second best investment
It
because
sounds like I paid you for me to come on and for you to just promote me.
no, you
Not
didn't.
at all.
You didn't, but you can if you want to. No, I'm just kidding.